Hey guys, it is me, Allison, and today I want to talk to you guys about my plug collection for my ears. So I don't have a lot. I really only have one pair per size that I've gone to. There are like 3 exceptions, I guess. So I started when I was 16, I guess. I think 15 or 16, and I bought my first pair with my friends, and we were like, oh, let's get these because they don't look too big, it won't be a big deal, it won't hurt, whatever. I had gotten my ears pierced about 5 or 6 weeks before buying them, and so they weren't fully healed. And I didn't know anything about stretching. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just with my friends, and we were like, oh yeah, let's do this, it looks cool. So we bought these nice, these are 14 gauge acrylic tapers, and before I started, like I said, I knew nothing about stretching. I didn't know that acrylic was bad for you. I didn't know tapers were bad for you. For about the whole of the time I've been stretching, I'm gonna say like 3 or 4 months ago is when I learned that acrylic is bad and it can put toxins in your ears and that you should not use tapers. So before that, for the whole time that I was stretching, I basically used tapers, and I'm thankful that my ears didn't get completely destroyed because I was careless. I stretched really fast. I waited, a week in between stretches. I was just so excited. I was like, oh, this is the coolest thing ever, I want to get bigger. So anyways, I bought my first pair, and my ears weren't fully healed from the initial piercing, and I just had my friend shove these in for me because they hurt really bad, and I didn't know it wasn't supposed to hurt. So really, really painful going from an 18 to a 14 on unhealed ears. Don't ever do that, ever. So, but that's my first pair. Glow-in-the-dark green acrylic tapers, 14 gauge. The next pair I have are pink 10 gauge. Pair after that, I skipped sizes. I went from 14 to 10 because I thought it was a 12 gauge. The shop said 12 gauge and it's actually 14 gauge now that I've sized it. But anyways, so I skipped 12, went to 10, then I went to 8. These are some clear, sparkly, short tapers. From 8, I went to 6. And here, I'll just pull these ones out of the bag. From 6, I have these glow-in-the-dark green tapers. And little did I know when I bought them that these are actually not the same, like they're not twin tapers. One of them is a little longer and a little more yellow than the other one. You can't really tell that, but this one is shorter and this one is longer and it's a little yellow. So, but that's okay, don't care. They're both 6 gauges, so whatever. And then worst mistake I've ever made stretching my ears before I found out that what I was doing was completely wrong. But these guys right here, 6 gauge plastic or acrylic, whatever, threaded tunnels, got stuck in my ear. I couldn't unscrew them. One of them, I could not unscrew it, and so I was just doing everything I could. I tried saltwater soaps, I tried getting pliers and untwisting them, and after about a week of trying everything, I got them out, and I've never bought acrylic threaded anything anymore. They were horrible, and they were such cheap quality. I got them for like $2 each, so yeah, bad idea. Next I have 4 gauge silicone tunnels. I stretched from 6 to these. Didn't realize that you weren't supposed to use silicone to stretch. Another bad choice that I didn't know I was making until I researched it. These are 2 gauge acrylic tapers, and the top part right here can screw off and they can make tunnels. but one of the threadings broke, so I don't use those. But those are tapers. Then I have 0 gauge. The most complicated size that I went up from was 0 to 00, or I guess 0 to 00 to 7/16, because I didn't buy any 00 jewelry, but I'll get into that later. So here are some acrylic two-tone tapers. As you can see, one side is red and one side is sparkly blue. I was feeling quite patriotic that weekend that I bought those. Then the next is a 0 gauge again, and these I wore to prom. They matched my dress, so they are metal. These ones are metal. Yay. These are metal threaded tapers, tunnels, not tapers, threaded tunnels with the red jewels around them. If you guys can hear my dogs barking, I'm sorry, they're freaking out for some reason. But anyways, so these are some nice steel threaded tunnels, and these ones are really nice. They're really comfortable, really heavy. So, but that's okay. So like I said, I went from 0 gauge, these tapers, to this is when I found out that, oh, I should use bondage tape instead of using tapers, because when I tried to go from 2 gauge to these, it hurt, and I stopped. I realized, I don't know how I realized, but I was like, oh, you know what? I don't think that it is supposed to hurt. Let me just check this out. And I got into the bondage tape thing. One of my friends told me about it. So I started taping, and I taped with tapers, because I was an idiot. I didn't know better. So I taped, which it was bad, because once I started taping on these big guys, I got several cuts in my lobes from the bondage tape, and it was a nightmare. But now that I'm off that path forever and ever, so I went from 0 gauge and I taped all the way up to 7/16. So here are my first real nice pair of plugs, my turquoise 7/16 that I got from a shop, and I got these for $5, and I thought they were gonna be cheap, but no, these are legitimate turquoise, and they're really nice, really comfortable. So yeah, and then I ordered the plugs that I've shown you guys off of Body Art Forms, and they send, free stuff. They send you a sticker, a gauge card, and you can pick if you want O-rings. I don't know why I chose 7/16, but I did, just in case, whatever. So I got my black O-rings in there too. The next plugs that I bought were these wood, and I bought them from the same shop that I got the turquoise ones. I was afraid they were going to be cheap wood, but they're really not. They're really good. So I got these ones for $20, and I was really excited because they're my first wood plugs, and I just love them to death. So these are a 1/2 inch, and they're Jack Skellington inlay. I don't know what the inlay is, probably just acrylic or resin or something, but excuse me. But I got these for Halloween, and I was really thrilled because they were $20, and they're usually like $40. I was so happy. I love that little shop. It's called Sterling, I think. It's in downtown Redlands, California. So if you don't live around me, then sorry, you can't get deals like that. But yeah, the next ones that I got were, of course, I've shown you the 1/2 inch zebra acrylic, I know, but I do not wear these for more than a day or 2 at a time. I make sure that my ears are healthy, I clean them, I take care of them whenever I'm gonna wear these acrylics. So before you get all freaking out in the comments, oh my god, acrylics are so terrible, why do you wear them? I deal with it because it's what I can afford. No, but I'm careful. I don't wear them for long periods of time, and I make sure my ears are clean, everything's clean, good stuff. So, 1/2 inch, glow-in-the-dark zebra print, very nice. I like these a lot. And finally, these ones right here, my pink ivory. As you can see, they are kind of reddish, almost like my hair. They match my hair. So, pink ivory 1/2 inch. These I got from Smash Organics on Etsy. And my reviews for these. Okay, real fast, quick review. These ones right here, very, very comfortable. I'm very happy with these. They said before they send them to you, they, polish them with wax, beeswax, and jojoba oil. So they're all good to go. The edges, they're not sharp because those Jack Skellington wood ones that I have, the edges are really sharp, so they kind of irritate to get in and out. But these ones, the edges are nice and filed down, or what do you call that? Sanded. There you go, sanded down. So they're nice and easy to wear. And my ears are tight. Alright, so just the red guys, they're pretty plain, pretty boring, but they're comfortable and the color is really nice. So I really do like them. Here are my lobes, nice and pretty thick. I do take care of my lobes now that I know what I'm doing. I use vitamin E oil every time I take a shower, take the plugs out, get out of the shower, oil, plugs back in, nice and clean. I clean them with Dial soap every day, basically. Yeah, so these ones, very comfortable. They were $20. I had a special gift code, so I got them for half off. So they were $10, and I live in the USA, so the shipping was, I think the shipping was like $4.50. So that's really good. $14 for pink ivory plugs. I was really happy about that. Now, these guys right here, the acrylic zebra print glow in the dark, these were $3 something for each of them, so it was like $6.98 for the pair. Shipping was like $4.50. And yeah, they both pairs got to my house within a week of ordering them, so I was really impressed with that. I do have to say about these, the paint coating, whatever the black is not completely, there's a few, like, I don't know if you can see, but right there on the corner, it's kind of faded. You can't see that. It's kind of just fuzzy paint lines, but that's, whatever. No one's gonna notice that because it's in my ear. So these ones, the edges are really smooth. They go in really nice if my ear wasn't tight. The edges are really smooth. Okay, never mind, I'm not gonna try. They're soft, they're smooth, they're not heavy at all. They feel like they're not even there, which is amazing, and I love it. So yeah, those are my reviews of my plug collection. Sorry if this video is a million years old. I hope you've watched it to the end. Just a quick thing before I go. I don't care what people tell you about acrylics. If they say they're fine, I can handle them. I've been fine. They haven't messed up my ears at all. But everybody is not me. Everybody does not have my earlobes. So if you are stretching your ears and you think, oh, well, this girl can do acrylics, I can do acrylics. Don't. You can try it out at a small size, fine. You don't want to wear them for more than like 48 hours. You want to clean your ears a lot. If they don't work for you, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I know they worked for me, they don't work with everyone's earlobes. So, it's basically a guess and choose. Don't use tapers. They mess up your ears. They are, I think, the leading cause of blowouts. So, yeah, don't use tapers. Especially not with taping. Also, silicone, don't use it to stretch up, but you can wear it for a little bit at a time. That's what I've heard. That's what I follow. So, you should definitely tape to stretch up, and you want to, what I do, not necessarily what everyone does, but what I do is I put like a layer after I shower every day. So every day, shower, put a layer of tape in. Oil your ears, and then put the plug with the tape on it in your ear. Don't do more than one layer every day. I've learned that the hard way. I cut my ears from doing that. Yeah, I think that's it. So if you have any more questions about my body modifications, which, you know, industrial, stretched ears, pierced lip. If you have any other questions about piercings that I have, or the pain of getting it done, or any information about my modifications, I'll be getting my first tattoo soon, so I'll show you guys that. But yeah, if you have any other questions or comments or concerns, please politely leave them in the comments and click the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching so much, and stay tuned for my Influencer review. Bye.